everyone, welcome back to my channel, Reacting to It. I'm Dika. So I'm back here with another WOTAKOI Love is Hard for Otaku OVA. Like I mentioned previously, I'm not sure what the OVAs are going to kind of cover, if they're going to be a continuation of the series, as the series had wrapped up in the anime. Season 1's already wrapped up, so I'm excited. The last OVA we got to see Kabakura and Koyanagi's past, in terms of Koyanagi was telling Hirotaka and Narumi about what had happened, like how they met, sort of thing. So it was kind of nice being able to see that. So I wonder what we're going to find out today. Here we are with OVA 2. Oh no, I can't either. Oh no, that was never the case with her. That's sweet. No. Oh, do not tell me he still thinks Kou is a boy. I thought we established this. Why are you apologizing? Aww. In the game world, I'm sure she's online. I did realize in the last episode, not the last episode, but a couple of episodes ago, she was like, you know, she looks like a guy and stuff. And did she really believe she was leading him on because he was only talking to her and playing with her because he thought she was a dude, which I don't think is the case. I honestly thought we had already established that her friends or his friends knew she was a girl because they knew her from high school. And they were, even the way they were looking and realizing what was happening when they kept going off together, they knew something was going on. Why is Naoya such a but we could talk about that at the end. Oh. 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 Give it to Naoya. He loves that sort of stuff. He won that too. They're the same! Oh, come on, you two. They do. Aww. Look how pretty you look. Grabbed her hand or her wrist. I just realised she's just like Hirotaka, except Hirotaka's his communication skills is at least developed a little bit. He doesn't like being around people, but he needs to be around people in terms of like for work-wise and survive. He does it anyway. So she's just at the early stages where she doesn't necessarily need to be in the working world yet for her to develop those skills. So I really like that we're seeing that parallel between them. And obviously when Naoya's come in, he's come in early into Kou's life, whereas obviously Hirotaka's been like that up until he rekindled his friendship / romance with Narumi. So essentially Kou's getting that infuse of serotonin much earlier with Naoya. Oh. Oh, he knows, he could tell. And I love that Hirotaka realizes, but he acknowledges the fact that because of how abrasive he was to Naoya not improving, not being able to play games, and him being not negative, but not necessarily, he's getting mad with him, and he acknowledges that it makes me a bad brother because I never played with him, whereas I see that he's getting more into games because of you. And I spoke about this last time when she has the patience. He said that you're like my brother, but essentially you're not. You're really good at games, but she has the patience and empathy to wait for him, even though she's at a higher level. And something that we're discovering in this episode is that she even said to him, it doesn't matter, what a weird thing for you to say, I just like playing games with you, with somebody, regardless of how good or bad you are. See, look, thank you, friend. Thank you. You two, yeah, I told you his friends are picking up on this. She's gonna give that to him. That's so sweet. Oh. Oh, look at him flashing! Oh. Oh. You mean boyfriend? Oh. Oh, I hope something comes from that. So that was the second OVA, and that was more to do with Kou, and I'm really glad we looked more into Kou and Naoya's relationship. So that was so good. So I thought we established, or he established, that she was a girl, not a guy. But you see that he's been trying to get her to hang out with more of his friends, and it was nice. And she was just mentioning in that beginning of the episode where she feels nervous around people. So I'm sure even the friends, like I said, good on the friends. I forgot their names already, but they were kind of encouraging. They saw what was happening when they went to the arcade and how they were going off playing games together. Obviously, Naoya is not great at games, so he was feeling a little bit like, maybe you want to play with one of my other friends who's better at games. And she was like, that's such a silly thing to say. And I think he was noticing something, or getting getting feelings, or getting some form of attraction to her. And I'm assuming that was from when she first smiled, when she was like, that's a strange thing to say. I still want to play with you because I'm having so much fun being with you. And obviously we had that huge thing where he saw her coming out the female toilets, and he realized, oh shit, she's a woman. And she got so worried that, now that he's going to discover my secret, he doesn't want to hang out with me no more. He doesn't want to, play games or whatnot. So she was crying and she'd left. And Naoya, being the ball of sunshine he is, felt incredibly guilty for doing that. He felt like this was his fault. So under the guise of Hirotaka's avatar, he went into the gaming world, and obviously Hirotaka is at higher level. He was able to go and find her and basically apologize, and she felt equally just as bad for putting him in that position. But after they kind of survived a really big monster, I think she basically said to him, he was like, I enjoy playing with you regardless. I want to still play games with you. And it was nice they were able to overcome that and still carry on with their friendship. And again, when they saw each other at the arcade and she won that little rabbit thing, she did notice, like, again, I mentioned this in the reaction, how she was very aware that her physique, how she looked, wasn't girly, if that makes sense. And she was very aware of that. She even noticed that, I don't look like that. And I think, she never said anything, but maybe it's through her actions when she saw Narumi come up to Naoya, and they were talking, because she saw, like, oh my gosh, like, look at Narumi. Narumi's a very, very pretty young lady. And then we bump into Hirotaka. They were on their date, and then equally they both won those stuffed animal things. And then when they both went up against each other on the game, which was, again, because they're both otakus and they're both very much into gaming, it was a good comparison to see that they were very much into, like, they were very good at it. And then, Hirotaka went to the extreme of even complimenting her and saying, oh my god, that was really good considering it's your first time. So again, I've said before that Naoya enjoys being with her because she gives him the time of day when it comes to games. And then when they went out for the movie, I liked how it was a combined effort to get these two closer together. We had Narumi, who had taken her out shopping to get her a nice outfit. And again, I think I like that we were moving. I'm sure the feelings are there, as in what Naoya potentially feels for her. But I think it was physically, like, having her look on the outside what she's like on the inside. She's a sweet, compassionate young, she's a caring girl. And I think being able to make her look more like that on the outside, and of course, I don't know how to explain it, but when you start looking how you slightly feel, and she was worried that it was excuse me, she was worried that was a bit too much and she didn't look that great. But Naoya thought she was gorgeous, but he just didn't know how to express it. And then obviously the tickets, going to the movies, he bought 4 tickets for himself, his friends, and Kou. But his friend, he was like, what do you think of her, basically? You should take her. Don't worry about us. We'll go, but we'll go separately, and you should go take her. And I loved the thinking. And then you had Nifiji, and I mentioned this in the reaction, Nifiji and his talk with her, and about how, I'm glad, essentially, thank you for liking my brother, because if it wasn't for you, I've seen him, I've noticed him, his interest in gaming going up, his interest in being involved in games, so thank you very much, and thank you for liking him. And I think, again, with the outside influences, I guess it's kind of rearing them into realizing that we may potentially have feelings for each other beyond being friends. I don't know if that's something she wanted to say at the end, when after she told him that, you know, being with you has been amazing, I've enjoyed being around you and spending time with you. Can you, even his expression was a bit shocked. Maybe potentially he was thinking along the lines of boyfriend, or maybe she was going to admit how she felt, but she said, you know, can you be my friend forever? And he had that flashback when about, you know, it's me who enjoys being with you, and kind of like questioning it, you know, isn't that what I wanted? Almost as if he's almost disappointed with her saying, can we be friends forever? But essentially, is it something more that he wanted? Because obviously his friend had asked him, what do you think of her? So this was fantastic. We're getting a lot of things encompassing their relationship, and hopefully the beginning of something. And yes, I forgot to mention, on her way back, it's almost as if I think she held back. I personally think that she wasn't 100% honest with how she felt. She thought that, you know, this was a good starting point. She enjoys being with him, and she even mentioned that she's a bit nervous. She's a bit, when she's around people, she gets really like as if she can't talk. But being with him, he relaxes her. Before she knows it, then she's laughing with everyone. So they've been good influences in each other's lives. It's about hopefully taking that to the next step and seeing where it goes. So that was a fantastic episode. I loved how we got to see that, and it kind of came full circle with not Nifuji, because they're both Nifuji, Hirotaka, and his relationship with his brother, and how that kind of feeded into Kou and Naoya. But that was it. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did like this video, like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.